Potentials.
Hello, welcome to Potentials. Potentials is Nigeria's leading and foremost internet and TV capacity development program aimed at enhancing capacity of our listeners, our viewers all over the country and indeed all over the world. It's a weekly program which will be showing on all major channel stations in Nigeria in the not too distant future, and also major stations all over the world, and of course on all internet platforms. And the whole idea is to bring out the best in people, help people harness their potentials and be what God has made them to be. There's a life that you have been called to live, and you must live that life. And that's what Potentials is out to do, to help you to harness your potentials and to stand out wherever you go. We're having different series every week. We'll be looking at things like personality development, developing your personality. We'll be looking at time management, goal setting, team building, interpersonal relationships, emotional intelligence, anger management, self-improvement tips, money management, relationship management, and so on and so forth. The whole idea is to help everybody listening to be better individuals, to be fulfilled, and to stand out wherever they go. That's what Potentials is all about. And for today's edition, I'll be taking you through developing your personality, self-improvement tips, personal development skills. And it's important that we all work on our personality. You cannot continue saying, that's just the way I am. I would have changed if I could. I would if I could, but I can't, so I won't. No. Don't talk like that. You can if you want to. You can if you want to. No matter how you were born, you can make whatever defects, whatever personality defects you have, you can actually work on them. Work on your personality. You might have an anger problem. You might have a temper problem. You might have an integrity problem. You might have a whatever it is, you need to work on it. Don't give excuses for negativity. Don't give excuses for failure. Don't give excuses for non-performance. Make something good out of your life. And so today I'll be talking to everybody here on how you can improve yourself, how you can improve your personality. And there are areas that I've identified, about 10 areas we all have to pay attention to. And that's what Potentials has for you today. The first area you must consciously and deliberately work on is your personality. You must work on your personality. You must work on you. And under personality, the first thing you must take into consideration, you must work on developing is your self-confidence. Be a confident individual. Self-confidence will take you far. It doesn't matter what you know or what you don't know. If you are confident, you will go far. Work on your confidence. But you see, competence breeds confidence. I'll say that again. Competence breeds confidence. So for you to be a confident person, you must be competent, at least in a particular area. So work on your self-competence, self-confidence. Don't be a timid person. Don't be a sissy. Don't be somebody who is not sure of himself. Be a confident person. Don't have an inferiority complex. And I have good news for you. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. You have to permit it. So the first thing I want you to work on is your self-confidence. The second thing you need to work on, we all need to work on, is self-discipline. I didn't say discipline, I said self-discipline. Very few people have problems. Hardly anybody has issues with discipline. So what is the difference between discipline and self-discipline? I'll tell you. If I ask you to sit down there and you obey, that is discipline. If I ask you to pick up your books and read and you obey, that's it. But can you on your own do these things? Are you self-driven? Are you driven from within? Can you say no to yourself? Are you somebody that acts on impulse? Everything you want, you must get. You let your emotions rule you. You let your feelings rule you. You will not go far into this world. You will not win into this world if you're somebody who's not self-disciplined. There's a young man in the Bible, Samson. He had everything going for him. The anointing was there. The grace was there. The physical attributes were there. The resources were there. But he lacked discipline. Even the prophecy was there. God had told him how it was going to end up positively. But discipline made him make shipwreck of his destiny. And there are so many of them like that in our world today and also in the Bible. So The second thing you must be concerned about is self-discipline. Then the third thing is your courage. How do you carry yourself? What's your demeanor? What's your disposition? Work on your courage. Then punctuality. Punctuality. Make punctuality a personal policy. Don't go early because anybody is watching or is marking attendance. Make it a personal policy. To stand out in today's world, you must take punctuality seriously. All right? So work on your punctuality, work on your courage, work on your self-discipline, work on self-confidence, then integrity. Integrity and sincerity. For sincerity, be a man or woman of your words. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Let your yea be yea and let your nay be nay. Don't be somebody who has what I call integrity deficit. They can't take you for your words. Be somebody who makes sure that you do the things you say. You keep your promises. You don't have any integrity issues with anybody. You keep to your word. You keep to your promises, and you manage. And you are not somebody who people regret dealing with. So integrity will take you far. Sincerity will take you far. Punctuality, courage, discipline, self-confidence, and like I said, also self-discipline. And then courtesy. Courtesy. You must walk with courtesy. You must exhibit courtesy. Don't be somebody who is rash, who is brash, who has no regard for people. You just say your mind. There are people who take pride in saying that. I say my mind. I just say it as it is. You cannot afford to say your mind every time. You have to, even if you are saying your mind, exhibit courtesy. Let your words be with courtesy. For example, there are 5 magic words in courtesy. You must learn to say please. Let it be easy for you to say please, for you to say thank you, for you to say sorry, for you to say excuse me, and for you to say pardon me. I'll take that again. The 5 magic words in courtesy. Please, sorry, excuse me, thank you, and pardon me. Always be somebody who exhibits courtesy, all right? And then, of course, the next one is determination. We all need determination. What is determination? Stay in power. If you seem to give up. Like I always say, winners don't quit and quitters don't win. The door of success opens to those who push hardest. Be a determined person. Look at all what you put in to get your degree if you have a degree. Maybe you're a doctor, maybe you're an engineer. You spent 5 years reading engineering, 5 years reading law, 7 years reading medicine. You now went to medical school, you did your housemanship and all that. Look at all that determination you put in. Now you have come out to the real world and you want to give up. You want to give up because of certain challenges. Challenges will come, but they are not supposed to break us, they're supposed to make us. So be a determined person. Determination will take you for. Don't be somebody who buckles under pressure, who is always looking for a way of escape. There's something called the water principle. Don't operate the water principle. What is the water principle? Water will always find a way of escape. Water is unstable. Water takes the shape of any container you put it in. You have a glass of water, you put water inside. You have an empty glass, you put water inside. Water takes the shape of that glass. The minute you pour that water into a bottle, it takes the shape of the bottle. That same water into a bucket, it takes the shape. No stability. No stability. No doggedness. Water is always taking the shape wherever you put it into. Water is always looking for a way of escape. If water is coming this way, you block it immediately. It looks for somewhere to pass. You must be a forceful person, a dogged person, a determined person, somebody who refuses to give up. Because the door of success opens to those who push hardest. And I always say, life does not give you what you deserve. Life gives you what you demand. You must be more forceful. You must be more forceful. And you know what I've come to discover? Most of life's failures are those who did not know how close they were to success before they gave up. Only God knows how close you are to hitting it big, and you want to throw in the towel. So determination is so important. Then work on your character. Work on your character. And then basic intelligence. Basic intelligence. That will come under personality. All right? So under personality, which I said you must work on, self-confidence, self-discipline, courage, punctuality, sincerity, integrity, courtesy, determination, and then character. And I think I added intelligence there. And these are not taught in school. No, there's no course called Punctuality 101 in any university. Integrity 202. You develop the skills. Now, the second area I want you to pay attention to is your communication, the way you talk. The way you talk. We all have to watch out. When you communicate in such a way that the person you are talking to gets the message without necessarily being offended. Choose your words. The fact that you are talking does not mean that you are communicating. So, under communication, we have what they call the 7 C's of communication. The 7 C's of communication. The first C, whenever you communicate, make sure what you are saying is correct. The first C is correct. The second C is complete. Let me make sure the communication is complete, because incomplete communication is wrong communication. So the first C is correct. The second C is complete. The third C is concise. Concise. Let it be. Don't let it be too voluminous. So concise must be concrete. Consideration, that's the next C. And then courtesy. There must be courtesy when you communicate. There must be courtesy. For example, instead of saying shut up, you can say keep quiet. You can say lower your voice. Instead of saying it's a lie, you can say it's not true. Instead of saying get out, you can say please leave. Instead of saying you're a short man, you're not too tall, might be a better. Instead of saying that's a stupid suggestion, do you have a better suggestion? All right, so say you're a thief. Don't take what does not belong to you. So communicate with courtesy. Communicate with courtesy. And then last C is clear. Let your communication be clear. Don't let it be ambiguous. Let it be clear. Let people understand you. So what are the 7 C's of communication? Number 1, it must be correct. Number 2, C, complete. Number 3, C, concrete. Next, concise. Next, consideration. Next, courtesy. And then clear. We call that the 7 C's of communication. So work on your communication. Work on your communication. The next thing you need to work on is your people management skills. Interpersonal relationship skills. Learn to relate well with people. Don't be somebody that people don't want to come near. Don't be somebody who is impatient, so your people management skills, because we have different kinds of people. Because we have different temperaments. We have the phlegmatic temperament. We have the choleric temperament. We have the sanguine temperament. And we have the melancholic temperament. And they are all different traits. For example, the sanguine temperament is hyperactive, is boisterous, most of them actually act before they think. How you meet people like that, find a way to work with them. Then we have the melancholic temperament, very, very reserved, introverted, and not too friendly. Relate with them. The sanguine is somewhere between the phlegmatic is somewhere between the sanguine and the melancholic. And then we have the choleric, who is also one of the other character traits. So understand the character trait, the temperaments, and learn to work with everybody. All right? Then we have the next thing I want you to think about is your anger management. Many people are in jail today because of anger. Work on your temper. Work on your temper. I like to say this to you. No matter what anybody does to you, you are responsible for your reaction. No matter how you feel, you are responsible for how you act. I'll say that again. No matter how you feel, you are responsible for how you act. Your reactions are important. Your reactions are important. So be careful how you respond. I have met people who are in prison today just because of anger. I've seen people who have killed their spouses because of anger, killed their children because of anger, and now they are regretting a life of regret. So work on your anger management skills. Then your time management skills. It's also important. Work on managing time. Work on maximizing time. Don't be somebody who is never under pressure. There's time. There's no hurry in life. There is hurry in life. Just in case you're not aware. There is hurry in life. So you better make the best. Every time we say time is going, time is not going. You are going. You are the one that is going. Every second, every time the clock moves, you are moving closer to your maker. So be much more time conscious. And then you manage time. Don't waste time. Think of time like money. You don't waste money, so why waste time? Have you ever had anybody saying, I have enough money? So why are you saying you have enough time? Avoid procrastination. Never leave undone till tomorrow what can be done today. That's the number 1 rule of managing your time. Whatever you can do today, do it. Make the best of opportunities and make the best of your time. Because you see, nobody has more than 24 hours in a day. So the problem is not with time, it is with the usage of time, the maximization of time, the utilization of time. So make up your mind, because you are not growing younger. Make up your mind. Make the best of the time available to you. And then your goal setting skills, things don't just happen. People make things happen. So learn to set goals. And I'm going to take you on goal setting in another edition. It's a total package. And we're looking at the 7 laws of goal setting. We'll be looking at differences between a goal and a wish. And then I'll be taking you through practical steps, 10 steps in setting and achieving your goals. Then, of course, your listening skills. That's the next one. Listen, listen, listen. Many people don't listen. They just do more of talking. And I'd like to tell you the difference. You see, when you talk, you repeat what you already know. Because it's out of what abundance of the heart that the mouth is speaking. So whenever you talk, you are repeating what you know. But when you listen, you learn. I'll say that again. When you talk, you repeat what you already know. But when you listen, you learn something new. Listen more than you talk. And don't listen to respond. Listen to understand. Many of us, many individuals listen to respond. Okay, are you true? Are you true? Let me now answer you. That's not the purpose. Listen to understand. Don't listen to listen to understand. Yeah, don't listen to respond. Then you must also work on how you face challenges. How do you see challenges, first of all? Challenges are not meant to pull us down. They are meant to bring the best out of us. They say necessity is the mother of invention. Most of the great things we have today came as a result of lack, necessity, and then somebody kept thinking. How do you see challenges? How do you see failure? My definition of failure is not, failure is not the opposite of success. That's the dictionary definition. Failure is a vital part of success. You need sometimes to experience failure so that you will appreciate success. And failure is simply an opportunity to begin again more intelligently. That's basically what it is. There is nobody who hasn't failed. No success who has not failed. And no matter how many times you fail, you are still better than the man who never tried. I would rather try and fail than not try at all. So we need to face challenges the right way. Don't run away from challenges. Don't buckle under pressure. I'll say this to you. No matter what you are going through, what is important is your next move. Your next move. What are you going to do? Don't cry over spilled milk. Dust yourself, chest out, chin up, and say, I'll give it this try again. Have I failed before? So many times. So many times. At times I send in proposals, nobody listens. So I make some big mistakes, big mistakes on my job and my business, but I always come back. You will never find me guilty of not trying. I never do something once and I go back again and again and again until I get a yes. So that is it. Even in my relationship with God, I pray until something happens. So make up your mind. Don't be somebody who buckles under pressure. Face challenges and see challenges as vital parts of success. And then managing your finances. Think about that. That's a topic on its own for another day. But you need to look at how you manage your finances, especially in today's world where the economy is getting tougher and tougher. All right? And then lastly, your problem-solving skills. So those are things I have thought about and I put on paper for you today to think about where are you vis-a-vis all the things I have mentioned. So improve yourself in all these areas so that you can be a better individual, a more focused individual, and somebody that attracts people. Your personality attracts people. So that's basically what I have for you. Like I said, Potentials is a weekly program, and I'll get back to you. I'll be back to you next week by God's grace. Remember, always talk yourself to the top. Start your day with positive words. That's what I do. So let's take some positive words now. So I say this, I'm a winner, not a loser. I'm a victor, not a victim. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. The greater one is at work in me than he that is in the world. I'm making progress. I'm living the life that God has called me to live. With minimum effort, I get maximum results. What is hard for others is easy for me. I'm favored by God and I'm favored by men. People are under tremendous pressure to do me good. Yes, I stand out wherever I go. I show for the beauty and the glory of God. Yes, I'm making progress. I live a stress-free life. I live a pain-free life. I live a sin-free life. I live a worry-free life. I'm making progress. Minimum effort, maximum results. No stress for me, no struggle for my life is soft touch. And there are only 2 ways my life can go forward and upwards. That's basically what I have for you today. Remember, the name is Folabi Adun, and the contact is 080-6121-4116. See you next week, and see you at the top, because that's where you are destined to be. God bless you.